I want to talk to you about the best identity theft protection services. And here is a review I want you to pay attention to. So the first player I want to share with you when it comes to identity theft protection is Aura. So Aura has a service called All-in-One ID Theft Protection. And the cool thing is that this is, in our view, the best value for your money. Basically, you have a cost that oscillates between $12 to $37 per month if billed annually. And there is an ID theft insurance plan for $1 million per adult. So Aura arguably, in our view, packs more features for the price than any other competitors. It offers plans for individuals, couples, and families up to 5 adults and unlimited kids. And regardless of which plan you choose, you'll get the same key safety, identity theft, and financial fraud protections, as well as device security tools like antivirus. You have VPN and safe browsing. So this is kind of cool in terms of giving, let's say, peace of mind to you and your family. And family plan adds child safety tools like online parental controls. You have safe gaming with cyberbullying alerts and you have a child 3 bureau credit freeze assistance. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of Aura All-in-One ID Theft Protection. So the pros first. We love the fact that you have identity theft. You have a very extensive identity theft protection and 3 bureau credit monitoring. So Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You have up to 1 to 5 million of identity theft insurance coverage, $1 million per adult. You have discounts and 60-day money-back guarantee on annual plans. You have spam call and message protection option, and you have a 14-day free trial. In terms of the detriments here, this service only provides access to credit reports on an annual basis. So this is a bummer in our view. And this service also allows you to lock your credit file with Experian, but not TransUnion or Equifax. But I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is a pricing for Aura as of the date of this show. So basically, if you go with a family plan, you can save up to 53% according to Aura. And based on our calculation, you will save somewhere around 45%. Not 53%, but hey, listen, it's still worth it. So you have family, the couple plan, and also the individual plan. Fantastic. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Next one I want to share with you is LifeLock Ultimate Plus with Norton 360. And when you think about this provider here in terms of identity theft protection, you are looking at a tool that's great for family protection. Okay, now it's a little more expensive. You are looking at 24 to $40 per month if billed annually. You have $1 million of ID theft insurance per adult and child. So this is kind of cool. What we love about LifeLock is the fact that it is really tied to a very reputable company, Norton 360. Okay, so LifeLock Ultimate Plus with Norton 360 is probably best known for its device level security features like virus protection. You have VPN, ad tracker blocker, and parental controls. But one of its most underrated benefits is that its family plan, 2 adults plus 5 kids, includes ID theft insurance for children as well as adults, and which is really a rarity. Another insurance benefit gives each member additional coverage for stolen funds. You have reimbursement as well as a personal expense compensation of on top of the $1 million of base coverage for hiring lawyers and experts. So this is kind of cool. And let's talk about the pros and cons of LifeLock. We are first talking about, first of all, the pros. You have phone takeover monitoring. You have up to $3 million of total insurance coverage for adults. This is really good, especially if you are in a field where you need to really have that sort of insurance coverage. You have up to $1.5 million of total insurance coverage for kids. And then you have a 30-day free trial. Again, in terms of the limit when it comes to kids, 5. So 5 kids per family. So the 30-day free trial is kind of cool also. So what about the cons here? Well, prices for the individual and couple plans are on the high side. That's what I said a little earlier. And LifeLock actually allows you to lock your credit file with TransUnion, but not Experian and Equifax. So if you want a lock that really is applicable to all 3 credit bureaus, you do not want to go with a LifeLock Ultimate Plus with Norton 360. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best identity theft protection services of this year. Next, I want to talk to you about ID Watchdog Premium, and this is great for 401k and HSA protection. So we're speaking about health savings account. So basically, the cost is kind of decent too. You are looking at $18 all the way to $30 if billed per month. Of course, if billed annually, and there is a family plan offered, and there is ID theft insurance of $1 million. So on top of its $1 million of identity theft insurance for checking, savings, and money market accounts, ID Watchdog Premium adds another million of stolen funds reimbursement for 401ks, HSAs, and similar accounts. This is a notable benefit as retirement and medical savings accounts often have larger balances than checking and savings accounts. And as an Equifax company, ID Watchdog also provides a strong credit monitoring options, including multi-bureau credit report lock. So this is kind of important. And so let's talk about the pros and cons of ID Watchdog. So pros first, you have up to $1 million of 401k HSA stolen funds reimbursement, which is really great in terms of giving you extra peace of mind, if you will. And the family plan includes an Equifax child credit lock. This is kind of cool for families with many children, especially if you have, the limit is 5 though. And you are able to activate fraud alerts with your credit bureaus through your dashboard. So this is kind of cool in terms of like what we call like a real-time sort of monitoring. And this service also includes NPI alerts for healthcare providers. What about the cons here? The 3 bureau credit scores and reports are only accessible annually. There is no antivirus software, and there is no free trial period. So it's one of those things where you have to really works for you. And does it work for you in terms of testing the product first before choosing? It is what it is. But what we love is the fact that it is really tied to a very reputable company, Equifax. So that really gives you peace of mind already, knowing that you are really associating yourself with a pretty reputable company. But long story short, when we think about ID Watchdog, we love the fact that this service is extending the protection to accounts as the accounts such as the 401ks, HSAs, and similar accounts. This really is fantastic, and not a lot of companies do that. You also have a service called Identity Force Ultra Secured Plus Credit, and so this is actually owned by TransUnion. So if ID Watchdog Premium is owned by Equifax, this is owned by TransUnion. Okay, and so this is great for this service is great for credit monitoring tools. So you have the plan will cost you about $29 to $35 per month if billed annually. There is a family plan offered, and then you also have the ID theft insurance of up to $1 million. So long story short, when you think about the Identity Force Ultra Secure Plus Credit, this plan comes with a very exhaustive list of ID theft protection and device security benefits. But since Identity Force is a brand of a TransUnion, it really excels in the credit protection and advice department. So in addition to providing 3 bureau credit monitoring, credit scores, and reports, the Ultra Secure Plus credit plan comes with a credit score tracker and a simulator that helps you see how different choices could affect your credit score. And so what are the pros and cons here? Let's quickly talk about that. So let's first talk about the pros. You have 3 bureau credit monitoring, reports, and scores. The family plan covers unlimited children under 18. So whereas other services were actually limiting the number of children to 5, this is really giving you free reins here. You have tools to help you improve your credit health. This is really cool in terms of financial education. And identity theft protection includes medical ID fraud monitoring. So this is also great in terms of extending layers of protection to you. What about the cons here? Well, the individual plan is a price higher than many competitors. Credit reports will come quarterly, not monthly, but this is way better than others that were giving you the credit reports on an annual basis. And there is no free trial on the Ultra Secure Plus credit plan. So you just when you're ready, you have to start using the service and pay for it right away. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best identity theft protection services of this year. Next, I want to talk to you about Marquis Plus Ultimate. So when you think about Marquis Plus Ultimate, I want you to think about an identity theft protection service that's great for ransomware recovery. And in terms of cost, this is pretty decent. We love that a lot. So you are looking at $16 all the way to $25 per month if billed annually. There is a family plan offer. This is really good. And a notable fact is that McAfee is actually up in the ante when it comes to ID theft insurance. So instead of $1 million, it's actually paying you $2 million, okay? I mean, you're covered, not paying you. You are covered up to $2 million. And so longer leader in the anti-malware space, McAfee also offers a strong identity theft protection through its McAfee Plus products. One uncommon benefit recently added to its McAfee Plus Ultimate plan is a $25,000 of ransomware coverage for each up to 2 adults. So when competitors say that cyber extortion expenses are covered under the ID theft insurance plans, the fine print often excludes ransom fees. And McAfee Plus Ultimate also includes leading device protection tools, including a file shredder for making sensitive deleted files completely unretrievable. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of this service? Let's first talk about the pros. So you have up to 50,000 of ransomware coverage, 25,000 each for up to 2 adults. You have extensive device protection features. The family plan includes parental controls, and you have, of course, 3 bureau credit monitoring. So those are the pros. What about the cons? Well, all plans are annual, so there is no option to pay monthly. Credit reports and scores are only provided for one location. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, but no free trial. So again, it's one of those services you have to, when you're ready, you start using the service right away. I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is the pricing plans. Here's how the pricing plans works for McAfee as of the date of this show. So you have the McAfee Basic, the McAfee Essential, and then you have the McAfee Plus. So this is the advanced, if you will. Next, I want to share with you a service called IDX Complete. So when you think about IDX Complete, I want you to think about a tool that's great for privacy protection. So you have a family plan offered, and you also have $1 million, the classic $1 million in ID theft insurance, okay? The plan costs are a little more expensive based on our calculations. So you are looking at $30 to $60 per month if billed annually. And but it's one of those things where you have to really ask yourself if ID theft protection or privacy protection, for that matter, is really important for your household and your business. So basically, when you think about IDX, you got to think about the fact that as the largest data breach response provider to the federal government, IDX has built privacy tools that meet the most stringent of security standards. So through its IDX Complete consumer plan, you too can receive proactive privacy defense through features like its military-grade password protection and Forget-Me data removal. And Forget-Me can remove your personal information from over 100 brokers, which is far more than are covered by similar tools from some competitors. So what are the pros and cons of this service here, IDX Complete? The pros first. You have enterprise-level privacy protection tools. You have the Forget-Me data removal scans over 100 data broker websites, and you have 10% discounts on annual plans. What about the cons? Well, the family plans, as you saw earlier, are expensive, and the 3 bureau credit report is only provided annually, so they don't have it on a quarterly basis or annual basis. It is a bummer though, and there is no free trial. I want you to look right now on the screen when it comes to IDX, and you have to see, so you have the IDX identity, you have the IDX complete, and then you have the IDX privacy. Now, the process here are a little misleading, because once you really start putting your data, the price will go up. Okay, so that's why, I mean, for instance, on the IDS complete, they're saying here they're charging you $29.61 per month. But once you start really enrolled now and you put in your data, the price will go all the way to 50, in some cases 60. I mean, when we tried it, we had 64. So it really depends on the requirements, your requirements. Next, I want to talk to you about ID Shield 3 Credit Bureau Monitoring. And this is actually great for, this service is great for restoration support. And the plan costs are pretty decent. You are looking at $20 all the way to $35 per month. And there is a family plan offered, so we love that a lot. And you have ID theft insurance up to $3 million. So this is kind of cool in terms of giving you peace of mind, okay? So bottom line here is what? When you think about ID Shield, you want to have a service. You want to think about a service that provides all the key identity, financial, and cybersecurity protection services you would expect from a top ID theft protection provider. But it really shines in how it makes you whole after your identity is stolen. A dedicated licensed private investigator will be assigned to your case and will work one-on-one with you until your identity is restored to its pre-theft status. And ID Shield's full-service restoration services also include 24/7 assistance and access to consultations, which can be scheduled right from the company's mobile app. So what are the pros and cons of ID Shield? The pros first. The resolution services include dedicated private licensed investigators. You have robust cybersecurity features. You have 3 bureau credit monitoring. This is kind of cool. What about the cons? The insurance policy covers lawyers and experts, but not stolen funds. And the cybersecurity is actually limited here to 3 devices for individuals and 15 devices for families, and there is no free trial. And I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is how the pricing ships up to be on the individual plan, for instance. So you have 1 credit bureau monitoring, $14.95, and 3 bureau credit monitoring, $19.95 per month. That's for the individual plan. And I want to show you right now on the family plan, you have the same thing. So you are paying $29.95 per month on the family plan, and $34 for 1 credit bureau monitoring. And for 3 credit bureau monitoring, you are paying $34.95. So you can see that basically the price is pretty straightforward here when it comes to pricing. And everything depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for protection for yourself? Are you looking for the family protection? Are you looking for credit monitoring tools? Are you looking for ransomware recovery? Are you looking for privacy protection? Are you looking for restoration support? So it really depends on what you're looking for. So here's an overview I want you to really think about. When you think about the top identity theft protection services, you got to really understand that the options for you depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for things like credit monitoring from all 3 credit bureaus, if you're looking for dark web monitoring, identity theft insurance coverage, and device protections like antivirus software and VPNs, what are you looking for? That really is important. And how does identity theft happen? Well, identity theft can happen in a variety of ways, but all involve the use of your personal information to commit fraud. And so, for instance, you have data breaches, you have spoofing and phishing schemes, you have hacked accounts, and you have compromised devices. And identity theft can happen when a criminal gains access to someone's computer or phone by using unsecured public Wi-Fi networks, viruses, fraudulent websites, or other means. Once inside, the thief can install malware or spyware to monitor the victim's activity and steal sensitive information, okay? And so when we talk about the types of identity theft, you have financial identity theft. So you have like criminals may use a victim's name to, let's say, apply for a credit card, apply for a loan, apply for a line of credit, access the victim's financial accounts. We're speaking here about checking accounts, savings accounts, 401ks, HSAs, and so on and so forth. Criminals may use the victims' names to open a new bank account, which will then be used to commit other forms of fraud and file a tax return and receive a refund. You also have medical identity theft. You have online identity theft. So you do have a variety of identity theft processes. So if you want to prevent identity theft, it's important to be very careful and be always vigilant. Don't fall for phishing attacks. You want to verify the website legitimacy and privacy policy before sharing personal information. You want to monitor credit history by requesting free annual reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You want to avoid sharing sensitive information on social media like addresses, email addresses, children's names, and dates of birth. And so you want to make sure that you are really monitoring. Again, that's the vigilance I'm just talking to you about. And do you need an identity theft protection service? Well, it really depends. If safety is important for you, yes, why not? Because identity theft protection plans can actually do the work for you, the work that you don't have time or the capacity to do. Okay, and in terms of picking an identity theft protection service, you want to look for plans with identity theft insurance. You want to check for a 3-bureau credit monitoring. You want to decide if you need an individual plan or a family plan that provides protection for kids. You want to compare pricing and look for discounts if you pay once per year. And you want to consider companies that offer a free trial. So you always want to look for that kind of flexibility, if you will. Appreciate it. Let's quickly recap to this conversation. So the best identity theft protection services actually include Aura, LifeLock, ID, Watchdog, Identity Force, Marquis, IDX, ID Shield. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.